Welcome everybody. It is so absolutely fantastic that you guys are here. I just want to acknowledge you for coming here. You come from all different places, from Australia, traveling, get on planes. Warren from Broken Hill, Leila from Sydney, Leslie from Tasmania, Ruben from Adelaide, and Mark from Broken Hill. Abel from Melbourne. And so that's just an expression of who you are, your commitment to something that is beyond the obvious. Commitment to something that's possible, like a new possibility for your life. And the aim of this weekend is to find how you can distinguish this new possibility in a new language for life. More than that, driving up here, I was thinking, so how I'm going to prepare for today, and it came to me that I really intend for today and tomorrow to be like in a sphere of an inquiry, and the inquiry is for something to reveal itself that otherwise would not have become available, not present, and the nature of which tells you something about who you are, about who you really are. If we can come to this point that something starts to reveal itself, like in the conversation, in the presence of what's being said, that points to who you really are, what kind of power would I give you? What then would become available? What will become available when, when you're just in life, someone says something to you, and off you go. It's the power of speech. You get easily entangled in what another person is saying, and then where are you then located? Who are you really? What's the way to find the truth, to know what is true in that particular moment? And that is what this weekend is about. And so my intention is for the 2 days to be truly extraordinary. That is the promise of this weekend, is for something to become available that otherwise would not have become available. And it points to, it gives you a true sense of who you are, that then becomes the place of reference. So I'm actually talking about the truth, like what is true, and that is for us to discover. And a few things, it was my intention to put that in a slide, that didn't happen. So there are a few things that I want to say about it as a point to start with respect to this inquiry. So one is, the truth is never familiar. Because if it was, then you would reference to something that you already know. Something ready to occur to you as true. It is unrecognizable to you. You know it's true, and you are not negotiating whether it's true or not by referencing something to something that you already know. So it is a particular way of knowing that we want to get at in these 2 days. That's not, like, I don't want you to walk out of here, or it's not my intention for you for what's being said or discussed, for you to be familiar, because then you would walk out this workshop with something that you already know, and that may enrich what you know, but that's not going to make any difference. So one of the features, the characteristics of what is true is, one, it's not familiar, it's never familiar. It is in it's not something that is recognizable. The other aspect of what is true is that you can't discover it. That is to say, you can't sit here and say, okay, now, okay, so let's discover here what is true. Since any attempt to discover what is true, you would come already from a place, like a point of view. You would already look out for something. And so the nature of this inquiry is, and that is the nature of what is true, is that it reveals itself. It reveals itself when you take away first what obscures it. And this is a beautiful thing. And so in a moment I will introduce you to each other and to the conversation, like who you are. But I would like already want to point out that we have a linguist here. That is Ruben. So, and we have Ewald here, who is trained in the classics, being Latin and Greek. So we had that in high school. So it's very, very, very interesting that the Greek word for truth, that is aletheia. Aletheia. Lethos is the Greek word in the Greek mythology for the river of forgetfulness. So the Greek held it as what is the truth, as something that you have forgotten. So that means not. Lethos means the river of forgetfulness. So kind of, if you play with that in your whatever you had, or it would be like what you have forgotten. So the truth really is what you have forgotten. It's not something to be discovered, but it is kind of already there. But in a way that we live our life, we are not present to it. And that has got enormous implications. We draw conclusions upon that. Someone says to you, you are fill in the blank. And these things that are being said by other people usually come out in the most unexpected moments. And they kind of grab you. And then you start to engage with that, and it becomes an escalating phenomena. And at some point you wind up in this place that it starts to shape the experience of who you are. And then you feel miserable or whatever emotions then that you may be present to. And so that is what this conversation speaks to, is who are you truly? Or what is true about you? That if you were able to reference to that in any situation, that would make an enormous difference. And through my own inquiry, going through my own humanity, and I will share a lot about that, so don't think that you're on the spot, I'm on the spot, okay? I'm on the spot first, okay? And then it's up to you if you want to add some stuff to it. So is that I've seen that, you know, I've worked myself in so many like unnecessary suffering or like an unfolding of my thinking that wound me up in places that were immobilizing, that were not contributing, not an expression of who I really am. And then to unwind yourself from that, that is what I'm offering over this weekend, through a series of, well, through what may reveal itself. So it's not that I'm here and that I know something that you don't know, and I'm about to tell you what that is. This is really for a conversation to unfold that may give rise to a presence that is significant, that speaks to the truth, or what is true, about you, about me.
No, that was it. So,